Discover how the teachings of Jesus about faith can transform your life. The Bible explains it. Imagine for a moment being in a boat with the disciples of Jesus, surrounded by raging winds and crashing waves. Everything feels out of control. Fear and doubt rise, but then a calm and powerful voice cuts through the chaos. Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? These words capture the heart of Jesus' message about faith, a theme that flows throughout the Gospels. His teachings remind us that faith is not about the absence of challenges, but about trusting in God's loving care even in the storm. In Matthew chapter 17 verse 20, Jesus compares faith to a mustard seed, one of the smallest seeds in existence. He declares that if faith as small as that is genuine, it can move mountains. The lesson is clear. It is not the size of faith that matters, but its sincerity. Even the smallest act of true belief can unleash God's power and overcome obstacles that seem impossible. Faith is not passive, it is an active trust that transforms weakness into strength and despair into hope. Another striking teaching appears in John chapter 20, verse 29, when Jesus speaks to Thomas after the resurrection. Thomas believed only after seeing the risen Christ, but Jesus said, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." This blessing reaches across time to every believer today. True faith does not depend on physical proof, but rests on the promises of God and the testimony of those who walked with Jesus. It is a call to trust even when circumstances are unclear. The Gospels are filled with moments that highlight this power of faith. A Roman centurion trusted in Jesus' word without needing him to enter his home. A woman who had suffered for 12 years reached out just to touch his cloak and was healed. A mother from Canaan persisted in her plea until her daughter was freed. Each of these stories shows faith breaking through barriers of culture, illness, or doubt, and each time Jesus responded with compassion and power. Faith, according to Jesus, is both personal and transformative. It invites us to approach God with humility, persistence, and trust, knowing that He cares deeply for us. Even in the darkest situations, faith opens the door for divine intervention, healing, and peace. The message is timeless. Plant your faith like a mustard seed, nurture it, and watch God work wonders in your life.